The announcement followed a meeting of the COVID Platinum Command Group on how best to address the continued rise of infections. Mr. Picardo said the rate of infections was coming down, but not fast enough, and therefore the best way forward was to continue lockdown for the next 7 days. And the likelihood is that it will be extended again until the 1st of February. Restrictions are likely to continue after that. Schools are unlikely to reopen on the 25th of January. It's now looking like the 1st of February. When we do start to lift restrictions, it will be gradual. Mr. Picardo said we may have to reintroduce curfew as well as territorial restrictions, meaning the closure of access across the frontier except for work or medical reasons. Bars and restaurants will not reopen immediately. Mr. Picardo said he wanted to thank frontline public sector staff as well as those in the private sector providing essential services. He also said the vast majority of people are complying with the rules, but those who are not are letting everyone else down. In answers to questions from the leader of the opposition on the rise of infections at ERS, Mr. Picardo said the decision to create bubbles was made on the 1st of January, when there were only 9 COVID infections. Numbers have grown since then because of the 14-day incubation period, but the infections have been contained to one cohort. Mr. Picardo told Keith Asopardi he could confirm that a second shipment of vaccines would be received later on this month, but he wouldn't commit himself to saying when or how many for security reasons. And Marlene Hassan Naon asked why the Nightingale Field Hospital had not been redeployed, given the huge expense incurred in creating it and the vast increase in cases leading to the pressure on COVID wards. Mr. Picardo said Nightingale was problematic because staff would have to be split. He said it's become harder to import staff during this wave because many more people are being infected and recruited elsewhere. The House then stood for a moment's silence in tribute to those who had died of COVID. This was then followed by a minute's noise for those working on the front line.